Good afternoon, my name is Joel Lujan and I would like to inform you of my family. I like to keep it simple but informative. Here's a picture of my nuclear family for reference, aka the family consisting of my two parents and their children. First, I want to show off my mom. Her name is Maria del Carmen Lujan. Her maiden name is Chagoyan and she's normally referred to as Carmen. She was born in Los Angeles and is now in the current age of 48. Then there's my sister, Ariana Lujan. She recently graduated last year in the class of 2017 and is now 18. She no longer lives with us and instead lives with my grandparents in El Paso, where she goes to UTEP to get a medical degree. Then there's my other sister, Marisol Lujan. She is currently 16 and a junior. Then of course there's my dad. His name is Benjamin Lujan Jr. He was born in El Paso along with his 3 children including me. My parents met because they had a mutual friend being my mom's cousin. Her cousin introduced her to my dad, whom were friends at the time, and they dated for 7 years until marrying in 98. A year later, they then had my aforementioned sister, Ariana Lujan, shown in this picture with my uncle who passed away in 2003. 15 months after that, my parents decided to have another kid, being Marisol Lujan, my other sister, shown in this picture with my other sister, Ariana Lujan. Then my parents, 15 months later, had another kid, being their last, being me, Joel Lujan, the one making this video for you today. Briefly, I talked about my dad's brother, Ricardo Lujan, but that wasn't the only brother he had, as he also has Daniel Lujan. Luckily, this brother is still alive and well, and he's shown in this picture. My dad also has a sister named Laura Victoria Duran. She is currently 51 and was born and lives in El Paso. My dad, my 2 tios, and my tia are all children of my grandma Chela, whose real name is Ciela Lujan, with the maiden name Soria. She also lives in El Paso, Texas, and at the current age of 73. Now that I'm mostly done with my dad's side of the family, or at least the more close part, I want to now talk about my mom's side of the family. First is my tia Tere, whose real name is Teresa. She's the youngest of the 3 and is now 39. Then there's my Nino. His name is Manuel de Jesus Chagoyan and is currently 43. Then there's the one who birthed all these, Maria de Jesus Chagoyan, or maiden name Cifuentes. Along with my Nino's family, her husband, and my sister, they all live in El Paso. My tia Tere lives in New Orleans. Her husband, of course, is this handsome young man right here, known as Manuel Chagoyan. He is 1/4 Armenian and is now at the current age of 72, and my grandma also being of the same age. And before you're wondering, yes, they are. Before going to the cousins of my mom's side, I want to show off some of my cousins from my dad's side. Starting off with my Theo, who married my tia Vicky a year after my parents did. His name is Eduardo. They ended up giving birth to these 2. Leila, the one on the left, is now at the age of 12, and Marcus is now at the age of 15. Despite his appearance in this video or image, this is the oldest, Moises, who is now 17 years old. Then there's the daughters of my tia Tere. They are known as Isa and Gabby. She had them along with Roberto Lopez. The one on the left is known as Isabella. She is 13 years old, and Gabriela on the right is now 11.